There may well be 1,000 suns in the universe, but when it comes to us and our planet, there is but one. And it is responsible for what we know as day and night, for even at night, the sun shines on the other side of our planet. As we know, the sun never stops shining, never stops producing light. And so creation testifies of the glorious truth of our Heavenly Father. God is light, and in Him is no darkness at all. Of all the things that bear witness of our Heavenly Father, we are told that He is light and He is love. The first words our Creator spoke was, "Let there be light." And since fire is light, then we're told our God is a consuming fire. The light of God is the wisdom that incorporates all His thoughts and ways. By wisdom God founded the earth, and by understanding He established the heavens. And so we read, "Acquire wisdom, and with all your acquiring, get understanding." There's only one fire or light or wisdom, but it is twofold in execution. For as it gives light and comfort, it burns and consumes. In the parable of the rich man and Lazarus, God is the flame in Hades that burns against the pride of our rich man, even as it preserves our Lazarus. When we make our bed in Sheol, He is there. God is the unquenchable fire in Gehenna, in the valley of the shadow of our death, the incorruptible in the midst of our corruption. For in the night of our being, He is a pillar of fire to give us light. All of us dwell in God's fire. His light never ceases to shine. We may be unaware of it, ignore it, pretend it isn't there, or seek shelter from its blazing essence, but it's always there. It is the fire of a greater love, the wisdom of 1,000 universes. There is no bias in God's fire, for God is no respecter of persons, testing every man's work of what sort it is. There is only one fire. Sheol and Hades are not hell, nor is Gehenna. They are not some netherworld where fallen angels are ruled by the devil, where countless souls go after death to be tormented for eternity. This hell is a product of man's imagination and his arrogant desire to see himself better than others. The ego always wishes to see itself as superior. As we learn, there are 4 different words rendered hell, none of which I believe support the traditional view. The so-called fall of Lucifer in Isaiah 14:12 has nothing to do with an angel. It is a proverb against the king of Babylon in Old Testament times, which is a type of the kings and king in the book of Revelation, the husband of mystery Babylon, a symbol of the haughty spirit of untethered pride. The child of our Babylonian parents is confusion. Just as Isaiah 14:12 has been misunderstood, so also the war in heaven in Revelation 12:7-9. Such is the power of tradition that binds the mindset of many by pride. Friend, this war took place 2,000 years ago when Christ declared the religious leaders of His day as children of the devil and overcame them completely by the power of His forgiveness at the cross. Know that love, grace, and forgiveness are the key components of those who rule and reign with Christ. The main question of those who cling to the idea of eternal conscious torment is this: if there is no hell, then are there no consequences for our actions? Of course there is. Take a raw and honest look at what happens in the world every day and tell me, do we not already suffer the consequences of our pride on every hand? Isn't our lust for money, fame, power, and control not evident in every arena of our social and religious structures, from those at the top to the man on the street? What other consequences must we see to recognize our own folly? Is the suffering of our present time not adequate in showing that we truly resist those things that are good for us? Now, let's face it, the complexity of the human mind and heart is beyond the scope of our understanding. How do we account for the child who grows up to become Adolf Hitler or Charles Manson or Mahatma Gandhi or Martin Luther King Jr.? Every person on this planet has a biological mother and father, as well as grandmothers and grandfathers. Many have brothers and sisters who become aunts and uncles, giving us cousins. As a child matures to become a Hitler or Gandhi, they gain friends and acclimate to the culture into which they are born, forming a network of interrelationship exclusive to them. So, to condemn a soul to eternal conscious torment is to introduce a terrible sorrow reaching far beyond the individual itself. And yet we're told that God shall wipe away all tears from our eyes, and that there shall be no more death, neither sorrow nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain, for the former things are passed away. Think about that. If hell is an actual place of unending torment, and we are keenly aware of it here, how much more so on the other side of this earthly plane? Can our Creator honestly wipe away all tears and sorrow by consigning any of our loved ones to eternal torture? Is it not true that every mother loves their child regardless of their behavior? And if that's true of our earthly mothers, how much more so of the one who created us? I believe in consequences, but consequences are discipline, suffering our teacher, for we are a very stubborn creation. Across the world at any given moment, there is death, sorrow, and tears as we endure the hardship of our fleshly striving. But in each and every moment, there is purpose, one that often transcends our ability to grasp it. And if God is love, then the end must be love as well. There is Sheol and Hades, and there is Gehenna, and there is the fire of love and law. When properly perceived, the law speaks to love, for love is the essence of the law. Jesus taught us to love God with all of our heart, mind, soul, and strength, and our neighbor as ourselves. Why? Because it fulfills the fiery law of God's essence. Jesus also taught that we should love our enemies. Yet, if hell is their destiny, what's the point? Shouldn't we just simply hate them? And let's revisit torment. Merriam-Webster defines this as extreme pain or anguish of body or mind, agony. In Luke 16:23 and 28, Strong's defines this word as a touchstone, which is the standard or criterion used to judge the quality or genuineness of something. What is the standard or criterion? The fire of God's holy nature, that of His divine love and passion, His wisdom and righteousness. So, that which is unrighteous is tormented by that which isn't, until all hate is extinguished and we become one with the fire. John Calvin wrote, "The torture of a bad conscience is the hell of a living soul." This is indeed powerful and agrees with our idea of torment, quite accurate in defining the fire of Hades and Gehenna. Deuteronomy 4:24 reads, "For the Lord your God is a consuming fire." The word consuming is defined by Strong's as to eat, literal or figurative. In Hebrews 12:29, the word consuming is defined as to consume utterly. And so it goes with knowledge. Hence the reason it's represented by eating and fruit in its very first presentation in Genesis. No wonder we are told that the earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof. God desires fruit. That's it for this study and this series, and I truly hope it has helped you in some way. Please feel free to like, comment, or subscribe. and I sincerely thank you for being a part of Grain of Wheat Publishing. I will leave you with the following passages.